Hi there, David from Guitarist here, and today we are looking at a Yamaha FG9. Now, a word or two about the FG series, because traditionally it's always been associated with budget instruments, or at least the lower end of the instrument price scale. And also it stands for folk guitar, so there's two things at play here which contradict that. One, obviously this is a dreadnought, and as are most of the SGs in actual fact. And the other thing is this retails at over £4,000. Now, why is that? What Yamaha has done is, in association with the American custom shop, they have looked at every facet of their FG series, a very popular FG series. They've been going since mid-60s, I believe, and they've upgraded just about every single aspect you can name. So for a start, let's go through the actual spec of the FG9. You've got an Adirondack top. Adirondack is the, I think I've said before in reviews, it's the sort of barroom brawler of the spruce family. So it's very, very dynamic wood. It's a very loud wood. It produces a very, very loud guitar. So that, and also it's in very short supply at the moment. So to find it on the top of an acoustic guitar is not a common thing. It's backed with mahogany in this respect, on this particular model, but if mahogany doesn't float your boat, then there is also a rosewood version as well. So you've got the best of both worlds. Now we've got a mahogany neck, we've got go-to tuners which are done in Cosmos black, I'm told, and you've got this very attractive black headstock veneer over here with the Yamaha's very understated logo at the top. You've got these very attractive position markers as well, which I'm told by Yamaha is a reflection of Japanese traditional woodworking, which is a nice touch, because as I said, this is a sort of a joint effort between the Yamaha American custom shop and the Japanese hand-built facility. So we have ebony bridge pins, ebony fretboard. It's also got some very attractive, what Yamaha refer to as rope binding, but it's not actually a million miles away from herringbone. And this is actually reflected in the rosette as well. So it's a very, very attractive looking package. You've got your mock tortoiseshell scratch plate here, which doesn't intrude on the overall look of the guitar. It's a very simple look. It's very understated look. But in actual fact, it sounds really, really nice. It should do with that kind of complement of bodywoods and top and everything. It should sound really good. The other factor is that the body is nitrocellulose finished, which is again very, very unusual. There are only a few manufacturers who are doing nitro finishes on acoustics these days. We're usually used to seeing lacquer or polyurethane, but the neck is poly. So the idea, and it's a satin finish as well, the idea there being that maybe you need something a little bit more durable on the neck because that sees an awful lot of friction. But as far as nitro is concerned, the sort of popular thought is that nitro allows the woods to vibrate more freely, and with a thin finish, you get a better tone. And if that is the case, then it's certainly true here, because it's a very, very nice sounding guitar, as you've heard in the intro. What we have is very, very clean ringing chords. And if I do a bit of strumming, you can hear that Adirondack really putting its muscle to the wheel sort of thing. but it can also be gentle. You can go right down to the other end of the dynamic range. So it's got a huge capability in terms of tone and would suit somebody who's looking for maybe a bit of instrumental music. A dreadnought is an unusual choice for that. People often go for OMs or whatever. But if that's what you were looking for, this will handle it. But also, if it's just to accompany songs, then you couldn't get much better than this, because you've got everything. You've got the bright sparkly treble, you've got the power in the bass, and you've got some pretty sweet mid-range as well. So it's going to suit an awful lot of players. Now, over £4,000 is obviously quite a high ask, but we are assured that there are retailers who have cut that quite significantly. So just a few minutes on the internet is going to give you what the street price is currently. That's enough talk from me, so let's hear a few more sound samples so you can hear this guitar in full flight.